Modelers. Right, I've just covered the elevators for the new style, and I'm about to hinge it to the horizontal stabiliser, and I'm going to hinge it using film. This is Ripmax Aero film. It's my favourite covering film at the moment, and I'm going to use the film because that bolster is very thin. It was 3.6mm to start with. It's also been sanded. This elevator has been sanded to a chamfer, so there's not a great deal of thickness there to slot and cut an elevator into. So I'm actually going to hinge it using film. It's an old method. It's a method I haven't used for years, and I've probably only ever done it once or twice, so I've probably forgotten exactly how to do it. But the idea is that you chamfer the elevator from the top to bottom, so the chamfer runs. Let's show you. Let's exaggerate it. So if this is the top of your elevator, your chamfer goes like that way, okay, allowing it to move like that. Now the idea is that we take a strip of film like this and we iron it onto the elevator there, and then we do the same on the horizontal stab. When we've done that, we turn the whole thing over and then put another line underneath, and making sure that the film underneath and at the top touch and are glued together. So it's, I think they call it the cross or the X method. There's different methods of doing this. There's a Z, what they call the Z hinge, and I think this is what they know as the X hinge or the cross hinge. But I'm going to give it a go. I ain't done it for a while, so let's see if we can mess it up. So I just evenly spread the film across the elevator, half and half. This is across the top, so you make sure that this part is the top of your elevator. Just run that on. So I've got my strips now ironed on. I'm just going to put the elevator against the horizontal stab. I'm going to line it up and line it up that side. That's it, make sure you're nice and even. And I'm just going to put that there like that and just start tacking that. But what we want to do is we want to keep this tight, because what happens is we actually stretch the film using the heat to give us our correct gap. So when you actually apply it tight. Okay, like so. Just gently heat up the film while pulling down. And what that's doing is it's stretching the film and just keep working across both sides. Hold that down. So now I've got down elevator look, and plenty of it. Okay. Modelers, how you doing? Right, the new style is now finished. I have to apologise. I'm going to put the video together. I'm going to put all the little clips in and stuff of the work I've been doing. But there was one part of the video where I actually put the fuselage together, and I deleted the footage like an absolute idiot. I can't believe I've done it. But regarding the fuselage, I'll cover it now. So basically what I do is I lay the plan out on the bench, and then the two fuselage sides are made in the slots. Basically the formers just go into the slots. There's a bit of CA glue down those to hold them in place all the way down, and then I put the fuselage on the plan two sides together, lining everything up with the plan, keeping it all square. I pinned it down. Once I glued the two sides together, I pinned the fuselage in place on the plan, made sure it was following the plan, it was all square. Then I just put the 3mm cross grain balsa down the top of the fuselage, so down there, and then the bits there, that held that together, and then obviously turn it over and did all the bottom, and that kept it, you know, straight. So it's all gone pretty swimmingly. I've installed the radio gear, central gravity on the wings, which is 105mm back from the leading edge. Where I'd put the two rails in the front for the servos to go, the servos couldn't go in the front. They're marked upon the plan to go in the front, but I couldn't get the battery, the receiver and the servos all in the front of the model. I've just about got the battery and the receiver in the front, probably because I'm using a bigger 35mm receiver. I have said before, the gliders I've got here, like the 2-channel gliders and whatnot, I'm going to fly them retro. I'm going to fly them on 35mm, solely because I've got my old Futaba kit, and I've got 9 receivers with crystals, so I may as well use them. The Spectrum ones I use, the antennaless ones, they're now like £49 for me to buy. So it's quite expensive, so I may as well use my 35mm stuff just in my gliders. Don't see the harm. 35mm safer now than it's ever been. So yeah, so the two servos I've just had to put in the back there, but they are still forward of the CG. That was the important thing. Everything's working sweetly. I've got my 35mm receiver in there, and then all I do is, and what I've had to do, I found some old English pound coins, British pound coins, and I needed one of those just glued in the front just to get the CG right. That was all. So very little added really to get the centre of gravity right. This battery, I use one battery for my gliders. This powered these servos for months. So what I do is, every glider is the same. I don't have a switch. I have one battery, and when I want to fly the plane, I just basically drop the battery in, the right way around, drop in the battery, move those wires out of the way, and just connect into the servo extension lead. Put the hatch on, elastic band, and I always elastic band my hatches on just because it makes it simple, quick and easy way of getting the battery in and out. It says on the plan with this to do a magnet, but I haven't got any magnets here, so, and elastic bands are the method I use on all of them, so that's what I've gone with. So yeah, that's the radio installed. I'll show you that all working actually. I'll turn on the transmitter, drop that in. It was really simple to set up on the radio gear. Everything, the hinges, like I said, I used the film hinges, like an X hinge. Just, you go across the top and then you go across the bottom, but you go in along the trailing edge of the horizontal stab or vertical stab, whichever. Glue and then join, I say glue, it's self-adhesive, isn't it, the covering. Glue that to the piece you put across the top and then onto the leading edge of the elevator or the rudder, whichever. So that gives me that. Because it's 2-channel, I put the rudder on the aileron control, so yeah. I find it weird to fly 2-channel with the rudder being the rudder. That's weird, I don't know why. But yeah, so that's all, everything's working sweetly. You can see there's the controls underneath, all working great. So yeah, that's that. So I'll unplug that now. The wings all completely covered. I've just put some plywood there just to protect the wings from the bands. I've had to use 3mm, unfortunately. I haven't got anything thinner, but I'll probably change it when I need to. This part on the plan is rounded. I've done it square, and that's for a reason. And that reason is it works as a lovely little stop for the 049. So that goes there like that, and then the bands will come across, and that's that. Simple as. But yeah, that's the wing all done, covered. Really nice. Fuselage is all covered, really nice. Looks very sleek. So yeah, she's all finished. Just been giving the film a wipe down with some lighter fluid. So when you use like CA glue and you use the activator spray, you get like a frosting, and that removes all your frostings, finger marks, pen marks, whatever. It cleans film up beautiful. Yeah, so that's it. That's it sorted, all done. I'll put it together. I'll bring you down, give you a little walk over it, and then what I'm going to do is, it's now about 12:15. Tuesday the 6th, 12:15. The weather's not too bad outside, and I've just been told that my mum's going to pick my little girl up from school and have her for the night. So I haven't got to do school run today. So I'm going to throw this in the car, and I'm going to take it down the field, and I'm just going to do some test glides with it, and I'll film it. So that'll be a little Bruce at the end of this video. So yeah, I'll pan you down, you can have a look at it all together, and we'll go and take it down the field and see how she flies. Fingers crossed. See you in a bit. Modelers, there we go. There she is. All done and finished. You might think that from where we was in the last video, it's come along and got finished very quickly with very little being done. Well, that's actually the way it goes. It's really simple model to build. Very simple. Goes together really well. Yeah, I'm really happy. I just want to get down the field now and give it a throw. See, the 049 will sit on there perfect, and that's going to be good fun. I love flying gliders with 049s. So yeah, let's go down the field and see how she goes. See you in a bit, guys. I'm going to take the MXS with me as well. Got to take something to have some fun anyway. See you down the field. Hi modelers, so we're at the field. I've come down to the patch here, but I'm going to launch the glider onto the long grass. We've got the wind coming from that direction, which when I come to fly the MXS is a crosswind. But we'll give this glider a go, straight into wind, and see how she goes. So yeah, let's try it. So that wind direction seems to change. Yeah, the wind's turned. It's actually turned now. It's doing a 360 on us. So we now need to go this way. Wow. Sensitive on the elevator, flying in the wind, soaring. Wow. I hope that was on camera. That was brilliant. I'll go and get it. I'll go and eat it. It's very, very sensitive on the elevator, but that's it. To just sit in the wind, lovely. That was brilliant. I really want to give that a go again. Should have bought my neck strap. Right, wind's coming straight down the patch now. That way, straight at us. So. Just turn that camera slightly, just turn you around a little bit, hopefully, there we go, let's give this another launch, there she goes. Bit of rudder there just to hold it into wind. That's why we want the long grass. I'll go and get it, I'll be back and try it again. It's going well. Yeah, it doesn't seem to need any elevator trim or rudder trim. It seems to be flying nice and straight. So, the wind's dropped off a bit at the minute. So we'll throw it again and see if it'll go farther without the headwind. Oops. Okay, here we go. In direction, straight. That's hands off. Let's do nothing. Hands off. Let's just fly in. Might want one clicker down elevator, but I'll go and get that back and we'll try again. Right, modelers. Right, wind's picked up a little bit, so we're just going to give it another go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually attach the power pod, and I'm going to give it a launch with the power pod, but without the engine running, just to make sure that the power pod doesn't change any of its characteristics. Because what you don't want to do is fire up your little 049, get your glider up high, and then find out that when the engine cuts, the model's unstable. So I'll test that at the same time today. So let's give it another couple of throws. She's going really well. So which way is the wind? We have a wind sock now. A little bit over there. So we'll give it a go. I'll have to turn you around a little bit, I think. Let me just pop you around that way. There we go. And we'll go into that corner into long grass. So here we go. Good positive throw. That's hands off. Lovely. The Lars. So that concludes the build of the new style. She flies, no problem at all. No voices, no. It just worked. just straight off the bat. You know, it was brilliant. The only thing I'd say, the elevator's a bit sensitive, so I'll turn that down. It's unlike me to do that, but I'll go into transmitter and turn down the elevator. But yeah, from the plan, every part that I've cut has fitted perfectly. The model's gone together as sweet as a nut, even down to centre of gravity. I've got it to like bang on where it is on the plan, and it's needed nothing. It's flying perfect. So it's all credit to the designer, really. Real good job. But yeah, I know it's a simple build, I know it's easy, but the sense of satisfaction from just cutting all your own parts, cutting your own balsa wood and creating something like this that flies so well is It's absolutely brilliant. And if you're into model airplanes and all you do is fly foamies, try this, because I tell you what, it's another level. It's completely different. The satisfaction of flying something that you've created yourself is second to none. Believe me. I've done this hundreds of times, and every time I still come home smiling, like buzzing. You know what I mean? It's just unbelievable. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy with the way it flies. Unfortunately, when I put the power pod on and gave it a throw, the camera wasn't recording. It's something I need to pick up on, start making sure that I'm recording all the time and stuff. Sometimes I just get carried away in the moment, start flying the plane and think, oh, I ain't recorded that. But obviously I haven't realised until I've got back. So, but the power pod went on the model, no engine running. I just put the power pod on, I just gave it a launch just the same, and it was exactly the same. It's flying dead straight. At the field, the wind, it was coming all directions at me all day. It was changing. Even when I flew the MXS later, it was all over the place. But it was flying straight down the strip until it was getting to sort of at the end where the wind comes off the field that way. And what it does is it just comes down, it catches that paddle on that wing, it just pushes that wing up and causes the plane to turn at the end of its flight. So it was, but I'm just absolutely blown away by it. I'm really happy with it. I'm buzzing about it. So yeah, hopefully RCM&E put another good plan in the next month, so we can do another one. Because I'm really excited to do more now. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks to all of you who've subscribed over the last few weeks. It means a lot. Slowly creeping up. So yeah. Cheers guys, and there'll be more videos of this with the 049 running it flying, and it flying on the slopes as well, because that is the thing, the way this flies it is going to slope really well, definitely really well. And I'm probably going to give it a go with the bungee and stuff, just to bring something else to it, just to keep the fun, you know, different things, keep it fun all the time. So yeah, really appreciate you guys watching. I'll figure out what to do next. Give me a couple of weeks and there'll be something else on the bench. I'll figure something out. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. Thanks for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and please like the videos and the comments and stuff, because apparently that really helps spread the videos about across YouTube. I don't know how it works, but apparently that's what happens. So yeah, cheers guys. Catch you later. Bye.